There's no Raylos, no Ray Nobodies, no Ray fans of any kind. We don't do Ray here. We don't do Kyle Ron here. We don't do Raylo at all. Raylo freaks, racists, feminazis, perverts will be kicked out of the end of the Wookiee's furry feet or my riding boots, whichever gets to him first. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about today. So this everything always happens while I'm doing my thing at Hobby Lobby. I like to go to Hobby Lobby to see the new stuff and work up a plan on what I'm gonna buy for fall and Christmas. And they're starting to put out their Christmas stuff. A lot of it's out already. The fall stuff is out. So I'm planning basically Thanksgiving, Halloween. To be honest, I'm really sad. I do still want to do a colonial kind of creepy cemetery with an old gate and, either make up tombstones or buy the ones they already have for Halloween and have it so, get a fog machine. And they had an animatronic headless horseman at Home Depot, and they don't have it anymore. Hey, Vader fan, and I'm really, really depressed about that. So I'm kind of working it out. I got to get more lights for the bushes outside for Halloween to make it look really neat. And I'll figure it out because I do want to do a little bit of something, the scary factor in Halloween because it's Halloween after all. Anyway, so I was walking around there and I get a DM from a concerned friend, we'll say Mr. Bond, who basically said the High Republic authors are on, hey Jeremy, are on right now talking about the High Republic. And from what he said, they were condescending, overconfident. I haven't gone to look, so I will talk. Well, I will write. I will type while I talk to you. So I am like, what? This is not shocking to me, and it's really interesting that what's going on, and okay, so we got Pablo talking to his wife. So we don't know what this is. Talking about rain in Los Angeles and all the rest of the stuff and Howard the Duck thing. But he was off Twitter for almost 4 days. All right. Thursday through very late last night, it looked like, or through yesterday. So, anyway, but I want to go into YouTube, so I'm going to go back. We're going to get into YouTube and we're going to do Comic Con. And we're going to see this because I want to at least get an idea of what we've all been seeing. Okay. Comic Con 21. And we got Legends official trailer, Comic Con roundup, Crunchyroll, the legacy of Chucky. We've got DC Legends, Mattel. I think the thing that bothers me, I'm gonna tell you this, is I have yet to see anything about Mando, Boba Fett at Comic Con, any of it, and it's really sad, but we have to find this. Because this is just, it has to happen. Because I want you all to watch, kind of like with me, and we'll see what they're doing here. Maybe I have to do this. Maybe I should do this. Comic Con. No. Go over here. Star Wars. 21, 2019, the High Republic. All right, if I can't find it, I can't find it. Now, they had it so you couldn't, this was streamed 2 days ago. Wave 3 announcement. Okay, okay, High Republic, Yippee Skip. Okay, Comic-Con panel, here we go. All right.
Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by, and we are back.
So, I'm gonna let this guy talk.
Friday, we had the
Can I move this forward?
Home panel for the High Republic, and if you want to see my full reaction to that panel, check out the link up
no,
here
I really
or
don't.
down below. I blocked my reaction to watching it through.
Go away, you're creeping me out. Okay, I think this might be it. I think. So let's watch this.
Hello and welcome to the Star Wars
here
The
we
High
go.
Republic San Diego Comic-Con Spectacular, or as the cools on the internet
There's
call
Krystina
it,
Arrielle.
Smuggler's I'm Krystina Arrielle, host of the High Republic Show on StarWars.com, and today we're going to show you for the very first time an exciting new chapter in the High Republic saga. Joining me today are my friends and Star Wars authors Claudia Gray, Justina Ireland, Daniel Jose Older, Kevin Scott, and Charles Soule. Now, before I bring them on to talk about the future, let's look at how we got here. As you know by now, the High Republic era launched in January of this year. Through a variety of novels and comics for fans of all ages, we were introduced to an all-new era.
Okay, I'm going to stop her right there. I'm going to stop her right there. So, here, stop it. So, here. Okay, so we've got Krystina Arrielle. You saw the panel. I think I'm going to push it forward a little bit, and we'll see what they're talking about, but I don't see any of them. What the hell is this?
Storytelling, one that focused on the Jedi Knight.
All right. So I'm going to stop it.
The entire thing of having an empire.
All right, because I want you guys to be able to watch a little bit and get an idea of what we're dealing with. Basically, again, I was told they're being very overconfident. They turned off likes and dislikes. So I'm gonna have to go on there after I'm done here and hit the dislike button. But you can't comment. But you can go to it and like it or dislike it. So please hit the dislike. We can, we might not see the ratio, but they'll see the ratio. Okay, and they know we hate them. Anyway, so how this started was, I got this, the tweet of Ariel standing in front of this ginormous fucking display for the High Republic, going, "Oh my God, and I'm like, I don't see displays like that here. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, there is a way that marketing works. Again, if you live in my area and you're a Star Wars fan, you probably won't be a High Republic fan. Now, if I go to Reading, if I go to Philadelphia, I might see that display, but I really... Oh, the legendary Tron is here. Hi. Wow. Welcome, dude. Welcome. It's good to see you. My dog even came over to say hi. Of course, he may end up in his house. We'll see how long this lasts. Anyway, if you hear something, hit the floor. He's got a moose horn. Yeah, he makes noise with it. But he loves to chew on it. So anyway, again, if you go to like Philadelphia, maybe New York, get out of here. Go lay down. Go. Lay down. Don't drop it. You go to Philadelphia or New York, you might see that display. That doesn't mean they're selling anything, and it's not very good merchandising. And she was going agog, so I just sent a picture of her in front of the display, and then sent a picture of Ollie's, and said, soon to be seen in Ollie's within 2 years, for $4 a piece. So anyway, I'm at Hobby Lobby. For anybody who doesn't live in the United States, Hobby Lobby is a place for hobbyists. You can buy paint and stuff to make models and canvas to paint on. It's basically crafts too. It also sells decor, and they've got their fall stuff coming out. It's mostly out now. Go Jack, keep doing that. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. And now they're putting out their Christmas stuff, and I'm like, and I love it. I absolutely love it. They're a classy store, and they close on Sundays. It's basically that the people that own it are devout Christians, and they do something that I think everybody should do. Close on Sundays, let people have that day. You should have a day off, and it's nice. But I really like that store, so I'm wandering around in my happy place. I just got done going through Home Goods, which is a really nice discount, really, really nice discount store, and looking around at the Marshalls that's attached to it, see if I can find any Star Wars things on discount. Okay, because Marshalls is a buyout store too. The only thing I could find was that Star Wars book based on Solo there from a while back, and that's it. I mean, that was it. That's all. So stop doing that. Okay, just a second. House. Come on. No, you're not bringing that with you. Just bring for a second. Get in there and lay down. Come on. Being a jerk. He's a jerk. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, my dog is big and he makes a lot of noise. So anyway, I got this thing from Tom, and it's that picture of the panel, and I'm like, they have this on as He-Man is getting excoriated by the fans. They don't have the comments on. They don't have it so you can see the likes or dislikes, because they know they'll be ratioed into oblivion. Now, again, there isn't going to be a display here. Like I said, there might be a big display in New York City, in the boroughs there, at the Targets there. There might be displays in the Targets near Philadelphia. The bigger cities. The merchandise looks like they're targeting areas of woke fuckery. Okay, so I went to one of our Targets, and I will do a video of what I found. No display. The same 2 books by Racist 1, Krystina Arrielle, and by Racist 2, Daniel Jose Older. The same, they're 4, 2 for each author. They haven't moved at all. So then I'm walking around and I go to the adult book section, which is, they changed the merchandising around in the store, so the sections are different. I walk over there. I see the Essential Thrawn novel, the Essential Darth Bane novel. I'm going to buy those maybe tomorrow. I'm going to go back and get them. And then I see, what is it, Skywalker? Let me see if I have this. Don't do this to me. If I have it on, you just go right in there, weirdo. Because if I have it on my thing, I can show you guys right now. It is very, I took pictures of everything, and it's just, what in the world? I took it was called the Skywalker Family Drama or something like this. And it's really funny how, here it is. Okay, well, I don't see it yet. Okay, I see that. July 14th. January. All right, I hate this. I really hate how they do this. But I looked at it. I looked at the inside. I looked at part of the novel, and I was blown away by how poorly it was written. Poorly it was written. The woman who wrote it obviously is not a Star Wars fan, has never watched The Empire Strikes Back, didn't think one thing about what she was writing when she just puked shit all over the page. And it is a story group hired author. And if I can find it, it's got to be in here somewhere. If I can find this, I will show it to you because it is shocking, in my opinion, at what I saw. And I'm not, I'm not Ernest Hemingway or Ernestina Hemingway by any means. But I can safely say the little things that I do, at least I love what I'm doing. It's a labor of love and it's fun. They just look at it as a job. Okay, and no. This is not what you do. Okay, so, boy, this is fun. Why can't I just find, what I love about this? I have to go through several years to get here, but so I looked at it. I was grossed out, and then the next to it is the Thrawn novel, but Thrawn Ascendancy, I think, but with the Heir to the Empire and Bane, next to that was Cavan Scott's High Republic novel. You betcha, and I had never seen that there before. Now, probably because I didn't look in that area and didn't know they had it, or I'd have been all over that, like, and so I'm gonna keep tabs on it. I'm gonna go back tomorrow. I'm gonna get the Bane novel. I'm gonna get the Heir to the Empire novel. But here they are, pounding their chests about how great they are. And they got their asses kicked by a book that was never published. We don't know who the publishers were, and I'm talking about Heart of the Jedi. This says something to me. They're not emotionally able to either see or understand that everything they've done is a joke. A joke on steroids, okay? And far be it from me to, well, no, not far be it. I am not even surprised that they're out there, that they were there at Comic-Con making assholes of themselves, because that's what they were doing. You can't tell me that they don't know that this is a failure. Heart of the Jedi, how long was it, you guys? Anybody in chat? How long was that book out? A week? 2 weeks? It got as high as, I think, number 19 on Amazon, of all of them. Top 100. It went down as low as 60, and then it disappeared. I have never seen a High Republic book, except for maybe the first day out, get up into the top 100. And then it curbed stomped them. It put their mouths right on the curb, and then, and I was just, I'm literally stunned by it when I saw what I saw. And when it happened, I was one of the people that picked it up. I wanted it. I thought it was what a fantastic thing. And when I see these people, they have to know this is all fake. This is, they lack self-awareness. This is all fake as far as I can tell. The way they're acting, what they're doing, la la la. And it's sad. I mean, to me, it's just, it's sad to me, all right, that they have to go out there and do this, and they honestly think they've been successful. I know they're not successful. You know they're not successful. God knows they're not successful. But they're there, and it's sad for the franchise. And the only reason why anybody knew that Ariel tweeted that out is because Pablo Hidalgo retweeted it, and he, I think he knows he's being baited now. I think he gets it, and it's really interesting to me watching all this. But he said enough. I know he's done. I know it, and I think he knows it too. But it's very interesting to me watching him, watching them make excuses for all this, because I don't know how they can justify it. But they're there justifying everything they've done. And they think they have fans. Star Wars should be able to sell everywhere, all right? It's not a thing where it's not chick lit at all. It's not like that. It's not anything like that. You should be able to sell Star Wars anywhere, and they can't. Not, at least not this shit. Now, if you did something correct with the heroes of the original trilogy, if you traded them right, you probably could sell it everywhere, because everybody responds to that. Okay, everybody does, and they don't understand that. They don't get it. They don't seem to realize that, and they do this stuff strictly to bait us. Okay, they wrote these books. None of these people are Star Wars fans. They can sit there and make all these complaints all they want, that we're being mean to them, and that we're being racist and stuff. But we're not. None of us are racists. We're not. What we are is we're very upset about. Okay, found it. So I'm going to show you this. This is part of the novel, and it's right here. And who is there? So, what's her name? Something Saver. A family at war. Aren't we lucky? So, let's go back. And here's the part that absolutely appalled me. So here we go. I don't know. Does this seem like this author had ever read or even seen The Empire Strikes Back, or ever thought about what she was doing? No. So let's go back here. And then we've got here's the book. There's the book. Kristen Saver. Okay. I have to look her up on Twitter. But if anybody knows anything about her, please let me know. And here's the back. And of course, look. There's Fuckstick and his stupid TIE fighter. God, God. Too much soy for me. And then we've got these two books right here. These guys. No, there's actually 4 of each. They have not been sold. None. So then let's go over here. That will probably be sold. Now, I didn't get a picture of the other. Oh yeah, here we go. Here they are. Here. Up. I'm going to go back tomorrow and get this and get that And here's Kevin Scott's. And there's only like one there. Maybe somebody actually bought that shit, but I doubt it. No, that's just bad art. And of course, we got this guy in front because white man bad, right? These two guys suck. Unbelievable, because they're white. Okay, so, and there they are. Let's see, the Vance conference, racist, misandrist, obsessed with sex, doesn't know what the word asexuality means, racist, and trust me, if I ever see her in real life, I'll tell her that to her face. Soy, racist, soy. So, shall we see what they're talking about? Just like we'll find one of the things and we'll just watch it. Let's see. So she first starts talking to Kevin Scott. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's see what. Okay, let's watch this.
So in Race to Crash Point Tower, we meet a new Padawan, Ram Jamaram, who lives on the planet.
Ram Jamaram! Hold it, I gotta stop this. Ram Jamaram. Keep going, dipshit, keep going.
And a lot of people flock there for its
They're overconfident.
Lula and Vernestra and their inner.
Oh, here we go. Krystina Arrielle.
Internet, welcome to Justina Ireland.
The worst person in the world. What a fucking...
Justina. Hey, how's it going? Great, good to see you.
Overconfident?
The Shadows is the next novel to come out. The novel played a big role in this. Tell us what this one is about and what fans can expect.
Well, let's let this Nazi talk.
Who is a hauler in space, who's kind of had a run of bad luck. I mean, not only is she just trying to make a living, but her mom...
Wow, there's a shock. There's a shock right there.
Because, of course, when there's an intergalactic incident, the cost of fuel goes up. And it's, maybe a little harder to get from one end of the galaxy to the other. We get to see them crop up again. The other family we get to meet in Out of the Shadows is the Graff family.
I want to wait to see what Claudia does. Okay, Charles Soule is boring. Where's Claudia?
Into the dark, you know her, you love her. It's Claudia Gray.
Hi, Krystina.
Oh my God.
Also had a #1
Oh my God. Blue Airland Whale alert. Beep, beep, beep.
Great. And somehow, even though at this point I've been publishing for, I think, 15 years, I'm still convinced every book is the one that is going to make everybody go, wait, what? No, and come after me like, a torch-wielding mob after Frankenstein. I do this to myself before every release. Although now, it used to be months before release, and now it's, I definitely think Comac and Qui-Gon would get on. I think they both have some interest in a little mysticism, a little esoterica, but I think Comac is somebody who struggles a lot.
Okay. I'm done. She's literally the fakest fucking bitch I've ever seen. First off, when you're talking to someone, eye contact. She's doing this. She's not even in the conversation. Then she brings up her obsession with sexuality. I want to tap her on the shoulder and say, the asexuality is a process by which one-celled organisms impregnate themselves and give birth. It is not something humans do. We're mammals, okay? So a human can't be asexual. They can be celibate, they can be chaste. They're not asexual, you stupid fucking fat bitch. We're not chasing her around with torches and pitchforks. And the book is doing really well. No, it's not doing really well. I know. Let's find out just where the fuck it is on Amazon. Because I feel like looking. Amazon. Into the Darkness by Claudia Gray. Because this is what we do. All right, there's several books called Into the Dark. What was that book called again? Let me go. Maybe I got the title wrong. Into the Dark. There. Okay, it was Into the Dark. Okay, let's see. Does it say where it is? It's at Amazon at number 1,925. Let's go to Test of Courage. Where is that, we wonder? It is, or no, that was the ratings. That was ratings. Okay, it doesn't say where it is. I thought, okay. I don't even know where to look for this. Let's see where we can find it. Amazon. Okay, I can't find it. If anybody can tell me where these books, where Amazon puts its top sellers category list, I would really appreciate it. Maybe it's up there. Maybe it's up there. I don't see it. Amazon books bestsellers. Okay, here we go. I don't see anything anywhere. I mean, American Marxism by Mark Levin is up there, but none of these will be up there. I mean, none of them. I mean, I don't, and this was where Heart of the Jedi was being sold at number 20. This is very interesting to me. Now, they don't have any numbers on this, but I really don't see where any of this is. Amazon bestsellers. I wouldn't even know where to look. And they're not numbered. But it's not there. I know when I saw a list, the Thrawn book, Ascendancy, was like at number 30 in the top 100, and Heart of the Jedi was ahead of it. And then it was behind it. But nothing from the High Republic. Nothing. Nothing at all. So they're up there, and you guys saw what you saw. You guys saw the authors with their fake oh my God. That's horrible. I mean, that's horrible. If you can find where Gray's book is, it's called Into the Dark, please put that up there, because I'm way eager to see where that book is. Because then we can say you're full of shit. You are full of shit. Can you find Claudia Gray's book? Maybe they took it off. People don't want them. People don't want this shit. They don't want the High Republic. And I really don't understand why these people pretend that they've done a good job. This is my theory. I got a theory about that. Let me think about that, Vader fan. Deep down in their hearts, they know they didn't give a shit about writing, including Krystina Saver in that the Skywalkers, A Family at War. What a piece of shit book. Wow, that's really good, said no one ever. 10,000. So it's number 10. It's number 10. That's just bad. That's just bad. That's bad. This is not a success by any means. They need to quit it. Here's what I think is going on. These people are narcissists. They know without saying it that they're not doing a good job. But if they say it out loud, they have to, it's real then. And then they have to accept it. They're up there, they're pretending like it's going well. They're getting ready for their third fucking wave. Part of me thinks, shouldn't rag on somebody for their work. They didn't work. They didn't care. Excuse me. I don't like incompetence. I don't like apathy. I don't like the I have no fucks to give that I get from these people, even in that video. They're arrogant. They're full of hubris. Krystina Ireland and Krystina Arrielle define hubris, and they think they're protected because they're black, and they're women. If you guys went and saw my video, you saw at the end Krystina's tweets, and there's a very good reason why I use that bit of music. If you've ever seen the movie Conspiracy on HBO, you'll know why. Okay? You'll know why. You don't have to be a certain person to think that way about people. No, and I don't think here's the deal, Ben. I don't think any of them ever did hit the top 100. All right? I don't think any of them did even, I think maybe the top 200, and then went, boom, and then that was it. I mean, do you guys remember GMA when they had Dave Filoni on there, and they were talking to him, and they had those two fake fans. First off, Pete Fletzer, who I think he actually sadly used to work for Lucasfilm. He's a writer, and now he has a podcast. He's about 65 years old. At least that's what he looks like to me. He's one of Jason Ward's little butt buddies, and he's a pervert and an ageist, mocking Harrison Ford, Billy D. Williams, George Lucas, and Mark Hamill for being older. I got the video. I got the tweets. Yeah, they are. They're being outpaced. Yeah. I got their tweets, and they were talking about that picture from Galaxy's Edge. Harrison was doing that movie, Call of the Wild. I like that movie too, so don't at me on that. And no, the dog didn't talk. Only someone who's so ignorant they've actually never read Jack London's book would think the fucking dog talked. Anyway, they interview him, and then they interview this pop-eyed, bald dude with that fucking lizard monkey, Salacious Crumb thing on his shoulder, and he's trying to do a Charlie McCarthy, Edgar Bergen thing with him, and his eyes are like that big. Hey, yeah, and he's wearing Make Solo 2 happen. Bob Chapek is going, we don't have the money for that. And he asks Dave Filoni, he's like, are you going to make the High Republic into a show? And Dave's like, we've got a lot of different things we're talking about, la la la. And then the guy went away. After everything I just saw on what you guys just posted here, they will never, ever, 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 ever in their wildest fucking dreams make the High Republic a show. All right? The only thing that we could get from that may be the Acolyte. But the way it was looking, the fact that they haven't said a word about it now in a while, yeah, he was scary as fuck. That guy was scary AF, Trayla. The thing that we may get is we may get the Acolyte, but because we haven't heard Bubkiss about it, we may not. Okay, they may cancel it. You know, if Kennedy doesn't have anything to do with it, or if they just say, here, don't make it about Star Wars, and here's $2 million for a pilot, and then let her do it, it fails, and then she goes off and does some, you know. That may be what happens, but I don't think so. We've got a lot of, I get a lot of feeling that Kennedy's over Lucasfilm and Star Wars, that Favreau and Filoni really have taken control. Just the way Pablo has been behaving on Twitter. I mean, he was off Twitter for like 4 days, almost 5. And then started tweeting again. His wife got a really, how old is she? She's got to be in her mid-40s. And she got herself a tattoo. You know those nautiluses that are in the ocean and they kind of look like squid or shrimp? She got a nautilus on her ankle, and her ankle's like that big. So it's giant size because she ain't skinny. She doesn't have a nice, pretty ankle. Let's put it that way. And the picture I stole, yeah, I did. I don't think she shaves her legs. I think it might be. Actually, what's really weird, Angry Rush fan, is that if you go back and you look at the Reddit leak, or when he was talking about what they wanted to do with The Rise of Skywalker, and instead of Matt Smith's character being the son of Mortis, which is part of the lore, and if you needed a bad guy, there he was, they called him the Acolyte. You know, so I think maybe that came from there, and maybe whoever leaked it didn't realize it was the son of Mortis, and they were keeping the name a secret. Okay, because if you look at the son of Mortis, he can change into, he can make himself into anything he wants. In the Mortis arc, he was Anakin's mother. He was Ahsoka as an older person, as an older woman. And he was that little monster dude that bit Ahsoka. And, you know, he can change into that dragon. So him being able to make himself appear as Palpatine, as Vader, as Snoke, is quite reasonable within the character's confines. In fact, there was that trailer where you hear Palpatine's voice, and it's but there's a voice underneath everything that isn't Ian McDermott, it isn't Andy Serkis, and it isn't James Earl Jones. It is Matt Smith, and you can hear it. In that trailer where you hear "my boy," That's Ian McDermott, but you hear another voice. You're another, they're mixed up, but you can hear them both. In fact, I had somebody do sound on it and said there are two voices in this. Then it goes into Andy Serkis, and then it goes into James Earl Jones. All right. A fucking clone wouldn't be able to do that. A Mortis god like the Son can. Okay? It would have been very interesting to see that play out. But, again, you've already got shitty characters. Rey, Finn, Poe, Rose Twat, and Kylo Ren, the dog-faced boy. Okay, you can't... Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you, Kojak. You're cuter than he is. The movie's already sucks. So if you bring in the son of Mortis and don't change anything else, like who Rey is, it's a very important thing, you're fucked. You know, and don't give Kyle Ron redemption. No, Angry Rush, it wasn't. I had somebody do sound who said they had two voices, two distinctly different people in each part of that. Okay, I don't sit here and lie about this shit. I think I did a video on it. I was sure we were gonna get the son of Mortis till literally about 3 days before, and I'm like, oh fuck. Because then you start hearing shit coming out of it. People don't keep their mouth shut. They go to see something, they tell everybody. It's the age of the internet. And we were screwed. Again, JJ and Kathleen subverted our expectations. You could have saved, at least fixed what was broken, and you might have actually made more money. I'm going to say this. I don't think The Rise of Skywalker made diddly squat. I don't. Because they say they filmed, they reshot 40% of the movie. I don't think it was 40%, because I heard from a very good source that they had the son, and he told me it was a son of goddamn Mortis's throne. They had to take it down and redo it at the London set. That's not 40%. That's more like 50 or 60%. Okay? They didn't make a goddamn dime on it. It was a disaster. Okay? So, and then we get the story that Doomcock told about the money guy, and let's say he was from BlackRock. Shows up, asking questions at Skywalker Ranch, and then he says, is it true there's a Lucas Abrams cut? Yeah. So what they do is they bring up, it's a mock-up, basically, that they show the suits. It hasn't been edited or anything. It's just whatever. He sat down and watched it. Didn't say a word when he got up and walked out. He was that goddamn mad. Now, word on the street is that it's not as good as it could have been, and it wasn't going to say the sequel trilogy, but it was fucking better than what we got. And what we got is what Kennedy wanted. When you look at the Reddit leaks and you hear what other people are saying, Iger is getting thrown under the bus, Alan Horn is getting thrown under the bus, and when you look at the Reddit leaks, it's like Alan Horn was a hero we wanted. First off, he didn't want the heroes not to be like Han, Luke, and Leia. He wanted to keep the consistency, and he was subverted. He didn't like he didn't like any of their ideas. And it was all subverted. Okay. It seems to me, and I heard opposite. I heard, he loved all their shit. Which was bullshit. Bullshit. Okay. I mean, I'll tell you something. And I think JJ wanted to just have what they did, because I think it was in his mind, George was part of it, and because I don't give a flying fuck who you are. I don't care if you've got a great big goddamn, channel or anything. George Lucas was part of this fucking last movie, okay? He didn't show up to the premiere because they screwed him over. when they were filming. And Kennedy was like, rah, 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 freaking out about it. Do you guys remember the interview? They were in Japan, the cast and JJ, and they started talking about Kennedy. And they all looked at each other and looked at JJ. And I think the interviewer mentioned George, and JJ kind of looked down on the ground. You gotta look at the little things, people. Little minute moments like that will tell you so much more about what's going on, because they're never gonna say until the book gets written, or until they're allowed to, or until they feel comfortable with it. Okay? George was pissed. They fucked him over. Kennedy fucked him over. And that leads into Steven Spielberg saying, I'll be the executive producer for Indy 5, but I'm not going to direct. I'm going to direct my fictional autobiography, which is what he's doing. It literally started production today. Okay? So he's doing that. And I think the reason why is because of what they did to George, what they did to him. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Him and George Lucas have been friends since the late 60s, maybe early 70s, but I think the late 60s. And they were following Francis Ford Coppola around Warner Brothers lot like a ducklings following their mommy. Okay, everywhere. Robert Zemeckis, them. John Milius, they were a gang. And when you think of the friendship that they've had, the things that they've done together, the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, yes, Crystal Skull, and I liked it. And you think of their friendship, and you think of what that fucking bitch did. And it's not just Disney. I'm going to say this again. Bob Iger wanted to make money. And the moment Kennedy started fucking up, and it was, I think, probably around Rogue One when she's fired Gareth Edwards, he started going, I'm not sure about this. So he gave her The Last Jedi, which was stolen fanfic on a first fucking draft. And there we have it. There it is, folks. There's the rest of the story. I want to say, watching the High Republic authors, that the end is nigh. And I'm going to say something else. If you're upset that this is being published, they weren't going to cancel it. They can't cancel it. And watching it fail worse, watching it just crash into the molten hot lava beneath the Earth's crust is delicious, because they have to pretend like it's doing well. Hey, Len looks back. There are a lot of newbies here. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button too, because I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So I'm like, what do we see there? We see there a bunch of people who probably were told you have to do this, so they went and did it. They didn't go to Comic-Con because, again, oh my God, COVID, the variant, we're all gonna die, that shit, because it's California. So they all did a Zoom call, and there it was. They talked, they made asses of themselves, they pretended like it was a success, and it's not. I'd like to know where Daniel Jose Older's book is, okay? I really would, because that guy's actually almost worse than Claudia Gray. He really is. Or Justina Ireland. He used to be an EMT and decided to be an activist. And now he's a children's novelist. let's see. In the book Last Shot, he fucked Han Solo over, made Lando look like a dickhead, and basically, you know, these are people who don't know or understand actual relationships. But the High Republic is back. Meanwhile, you've got the story group, Matt Martin, Paulo Hidalgo, Rain Roberts, who is one of the development bitches with Forehead and doing the Acolyte, and some other woman, and doing hailing the virtues of Heir to the Empire. And the EU. Why? Because it's coming. All right. Now, we haven't gotten any, again, official word. And this is the thing. I know that Hidalgo, if he's not out, he's on his way out. I know, I can tell. When he wrote, after 20 years, I don't have any plans and I don't know what hers are. As Craig said, that's pretty fucking cut and dried. Okay? Yeah. I mean, they're out. They're both out. Everybody knows it. They just need to say it officially. Okay? And I know why they're not saying anything. Because they don't want to be mocked and ridiculed. Just like they mocked and ridiculed the fans for 8 and 10 fucking years. Okay? But when a woman in her mid-40s suddenly decides she's going to get a tattoo and spent a lot of money on it, I might add, because that was a pretty elaborate thing, and you don't think there's any emotional issues going on, to me, you can have a psychologist say, well, tattoos are adornments. And it's like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Look at Nikki Sixx's tattoos. He had a fucked up childhood, okay? These are acting out. You get a tattoo in your mid-40s. I don't care if you've been getting them either. But if you suddenly just decide, I want to get a tattoo, that says something. That money could have been used for new clothes, a pair of shoes, a really nice pair of shoes, maybe hair extensions or whatever. Instead, she went and did that. What does it say? What does it say? I know what it says. Bad shit's going down. That's what it says to me. Bad shit's going down. Say it all together. Bad shit's going down. The only thing we don't have is we don't have the final word, official final fucking word. Because Disney won't say anything and Lucasfilm doesn't want to be embarrassed by the fans. And you bet your sweet Bippy, Paulo Hidalgo doesn't want to get that. Because he will get mocked and ridiculed into the fucking ground. Meanwhile, we get the guy who did the deep fake of Luke, because people were complaining about the de-aging process that Lucasfilm used. So he did a deep fake of Luke in at the end of Mando season 2, and it actually looked really, really good. They hired him. Schmook, I think that's what his name is. So he's working for Lucasfilm now. They took a piece of fan art, a poster that I posted, and now it's being sold as official licensed art by Lucasfilm and Star Wars. What else are they doing? All right. They're changing things. And when you look at people who've been there for a long time, their behavior online has changed. Their insufferability is kind of, it's there, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. They seem cowed and sad and sort of down. You don't think there's anything going on? Tell it raps, Vader. till it wraps. And I don't know if they're still filming in Glasgow. I'm going to assume that action scene is over. Hopefully they're back at Pinewood so they can finish filming with Harrison, and maybe they're filming somewhere else now. I read somewhere where they're going to Morocco and Sicily to film, which I'm gonna say, since I really love Sicilian food, I wish I was going with them. But anyway, I gotta go because I'm gonna try to get a workout in. And you guys be good. Have a good afternoon. And if anything happens, I'll see you guys around the galaxy and I'll be back. So, and I'm probably gonna do a more in-depth video about what I saw today. Talk to y'all later.